안녕하세요. 오늘 목요일에 라이브 스트리밍입니다. So we have some people already waiting in the live chat. Welcome to those who are joining the live for the first time. Hi, Payroll. Nice. It's a good name. It's a good name. I think like in this crisis, people look at your name. I'm like, oh my God, who is this person? Small, we got some people from England, Rachel, New York, Natalie, Russia, Atika, Malaysia, and Oof with two blue eyes. Welcome back. Where are you from? And we have Iman. Is that how I say? Welcome. Digitem. Welcome back. Jess, Noor. Is it Noor? Genevieve. Oh, from Holland. I think we had another person yesterday from Holland too. Gigi. Nice. Gigi. Okay. Thank you so much for joining the live today. This is not about something very poetic like yesterday. We study articles. We study lyrics for a couple days in a row, and it was very poetic. So I thought that maybe it's time for getting back to the structures in Korean sentences. So today we are studying an article. It's not that long. So I already picked 6 different sentences from the article. We're gonna study them together, word for word, as we always do. I already put the link in the description and also full article in the description box. If you have any questions or if I read too fast, just stop me right there. We're all here to learn together, so get your pen, paper, and dictionary ready. I usually recommend to use Naver dictionary. If you have your own, that's fine too. But this is something you could use on the fly on your phone or computer. That's what I use usually too. So I'm gonna ask you questions and you can answer them at any time. It's never too late or too early to answer. Because if you make mistakes, you're gonna learn it, right? So we're gonna get started. This is okay. I already changed to the Naver. I got this article from Naver. It's called 산봉우리의 꽃봉오리. 산봉우리의 꽃봉오리. It's like rhymes, right? It's kind of funny. When I read this one, it was actually written for Korean native speakers because for us, we also make mistakes when we speak Korean. So I thought that, if I'm also making mistakes, then maybe it's gonna be a great content for you guys too. So we're gonna learn together. This time, I'm gonna read through the article. If I read too fast, like I said, just let me know. And if you want me to, and then I'm gonna go to the other screen to show you 6 sentences that I picked. Hi, Carida. We just started. You're not late much. Okay. 봄꽃들이 앞다퉈 피고 있건만. 코로나, you heard. 코로나19 때문에 마음껏 감상할 수 없어. 아쉬움 적지 않다. Okay? Am I reading too fast? Is this a good speed? You can also try to read out loud while I'm reading. So that's a good practice. 매화, 개나리, 목련에 이어 벚꽃까지 몽우리를 터뜨렸다. 이렇게 봄꽃들이 몽우리를 터뜨릴 때 늘 헷갈리는 말이 있다. So there is something confusing, okay? Even for Koreans. 봉오리, 봉우리 또는 꽃봉오리와 꽃봉우리다. Yeah, I read this title. I'm like, what is this? Okay, so next paragraph. As you know, this is a whole article. It's not much. 망울만 맺히고 아직 피지 않은 꽃을 가리키는 말을 봉오리다. 봉오리와 꽃봉오리는 같은 말이다. 따라서 드디어 벚꽃이 봉우리를 터뜨렸다. 또는 드디어 벚꽃이 꽃봉오리를 터뜨렸다고 하면 된다. 봉우리는 산에서 뾰족하게 높이 솟은 부분을 가리키는 말로 산봉우리와 같은 뜻이다. There is a trick you can use. When you read long sentences, I notice my students, they don't know where to add intonation, right? Normally, you're gonna have to understand where subject, object, verbs are in general. But normally, I tend to increase my intonation on the subject particles. Normally. Or where is the conjunction? You know, sometimes you see go conjunction, things like that, obvious one. I pause there. 산의 제일 높은 봉우리에 올랐다. 처럼 쓰인다. Okay, maybe let's try the next one. Okay, now I'm nervous. 봄꽃이 순서대로 봉우리를 터뜨리면 pause, right? Conjunction. 좋을 텐데. Or maybe I can pause here. 터뜨리면 좋을 텐데. 한꺼번에 피니 pause. 금방 모두 져버릴까 안타깝다처럼. It's a quotation, that's why it's kind of awkward. 꽃을 가리킬 때. Outside the screen? What do you mean? Right now? Isn't he here? Or am I using the mouse in the wrong place? Is this the right place? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move it here. Maybe because... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I can maybe adjust this. Just one sec. Is this size okay? How about now? Am I okay? 쓰인다. Am I pointing at this verb? 쓰인다. Okay. 안녕. Hibernating. 치비. Where were we? 쓰인다. Where did I read? Maybe I start from here. 봄꽃이 순서대로 봉우리를 터뜨리면 좋을 텐데 한꺼번에 비니 금방 모두 져버릴까 안타깝다처럼. Because there's a quotation, it's awkward. 꽃을 가리킬 때 pause. 봉우리나 꽃봉오리라고 하면 틀린 말이 된다. 봉오리나 꽃봉오리로 고쳐야 한다. Did you guys notice something? All the sentences end with what? Do they end with yo? Do they end with conjugated verb? Everything ends with da. Right? Oh, right here. Everything ends with that, right? Plain form, yeah, because they're written form for articles. So it ends with that. Okay, how about now? Can you guys see me here? 봉오리와 달리. It's been a while since I did articles. That's why it's not smooth. 봉오리와 달리 몽오리가 표준어다. 몽오리는 아직 피지 않는 어린 꽃봉오리를 지칭하는 말이다. 따라서 나무에 불이 붙은 듯 개나리가 노랗게 몽우리를 터뜨렸다고 하면 된다. 몽우리와 같은 뜻으로는 꽃망울이 있다. 튤립이 꽃망울을 터뜨릴 준비를 하고 있다처럼 사용된다. 간혹 꽃멍울이라 하는 사람이 있는데 I pause. 이는 꽃망울의 사투리다. 맺힌 것을 나타내는 망울과 멍울은 비슷한 말이지만 pause. 꽃의 경우 꽃망울만 표준어로 인정하고 있다. 다른 것은 크게 헷갈릴 염려가 없다. 꽃을 나타낼 때는 봉오리와 몽오리라는 것을 기억하면 된다. So when you notice there are verb adjectives, you want to continue with noun. Adjective and noun, right? But you notice I pause between conjunctions, or when I see obvious main subject, I'm gonna pause there. But obviously when I read, I don't think about, oh, I'm gonna pause right here, you know? It just comes out naturally. So I'm sure when you keep practicing reading Korean sentences, the longer ones, try to record your voice. I know it's kind of awkward when I ask my students, can you record and send it to me, or can you record and I'm gonna listen to it later, right? Then they get awkward first because for them, they never recorded their voice, even in their language, right? So they're trying to record and listen to their voice. I'm like, oh, that's so weird, right? But that's how they're gonna improve, how you gonna improve reading Korean. Okay, so I picked 6 sentences. Did you guys understand anything here? This is more like practicing pronunciation. You don't have to know every single word, obviously. We're gonna go through them together. But did you guess anything? Like one word here and there? You understood Corona-19? So they're basically saying that they want to enjoy the flower blossom. Yeah, flower. Yeah, flower blossom, because right now in South Korea they have a lot of festivals in general. I heard that a lot of them are canceled because of the COVID-19, but when you go outside, you see all the blossoms everywhere. Here in Canada today, we had snow. I was crying. But South Korea is so beautiful. It's one of the best time to visit in South Korea. Like May, they have, actually right now it's April, right? Because their spring starts around March. So April is already blossoms everywhere. Yeah, we're talking about flowers. So the title of this video, what was that? It's 봉오리 versus 봉우리, right? 봉오리 versus 봉우리. That's the 2 words that Koreans also get confused. This article is actually explaining how to use it, what those meanings are. So right now we go here. I picked 6 sentences. Oh, really? Wow. That's awesome. Do you guys have festivals too, Rachel? So New York has a spring earlier than here, obviously. That's awesome. So this is the 6 sentences I picked. As you guys know, those of you who are here for the first time, I use orange for subject and pink for object and blue for what? Verb. So my goal for this lesson today, I want you to understand the difference between obviously these 2 words and plus 봉우리. 3 words. Okay? They're very confusing, right? I see. So here we go. 이렇게 I'm gonna change this. 이렇게 봄꽃들이 몽우리를 터뜨릴 때 늘 헷갈리는 말이 있다. So as you know, this is article sentences, so you're not gonna see as much of missing verbs at the end. You know, like lyrics, when we study lyrics together, we have to guess. You know, I think Karida yesterday said, Korean is all about guessing game, right? So obviously in colloquial speech, we also omit subject, object, and things like that, even in articles, but main verbs, we're not gonna omit them like lyrics. And it's less poetic compared to lyrics, so we can go through them straightforward. 이렇게 봄꽃들이. Do you see subject here? 봄꽃들이? Because of 이, right? What is 봄꽃들? Scroll up a bit right now. Can you guys see this sentence, the first one? Hi Hawking, can you see this sentence? Okay, maybe you can. So, yeah, spring flowers. So, 들 has a meaning of plural. Plural noun, spring flower. We tend to connect noun plus noun. Cannot see the top one. Which one? You want me to lower a little bit like this? Yeah, I want to show only this one. Yeah, okay, good. So like this, spring flowers, 몽우리를. Do you know this is object? Because 를, right? What is 몽우리? Look up the word in the dictionary. 몽우리. This is also flower bud. There are a lot of words that kind of similar meaning. Flower bud, 몽우리. But we're gonna get the meaning better when we go through other sentences. They're gonna explain in the article. So flower bud, 터뜨리다. Do you see the conjunction here? Look up the verb. 터뜨리다. 터뜨리다. So these spring flowers, 터뜨리다, 몽우리, flower bud. What is arte? Verb root plus arte or 을때. When, right? When flowers are bursting. erupting. Flower buds like this. Flower buds. 터뜨리다. 풍선을 터뜨리다. It's burst, balloons. In this case, erupt, coming out, right? 늘 헷갈리는 말이 있다. What is 늘? 늘. This is the same thing as 항상. Same word as 항상. 늘 is the same thing as 항상. Always, right? Always 헷갈리는 말이 있다. Look up the verb. 헷갈리다. This is adjective, right? Adjective describing 말. 헷갈려. 아, 이거 진짜 헷갈려. 한국어는 헷갈려. Korean is confusing. Similar to 피우다. 피우다 has meaning of like blossom. It doesn't have the meaning of like fast speed. 터뜨리다 sounds like erupting with a fast speed. Yeah, confusing. 말이 있다. What is 말? Subject particle E. 말 is the horse, or 말 as in word? I think it's word. 있다. It's very simple to look up. It's not conjugated even. So look up the verb 있다. It's the opposite of 없다, right? When you use 있다 verb, you don't allow object. So you're gonna always have subject. Don't get confused, Genevieve. Sometimes we interpret it as to be, but technically to be is 이다. Okay? So I think I made example. 저는 Genevieve 예요. 예요 is be verb implied speech. 저는 Genevieve 예요. I equals Genevieve, right? First noun equals second noun. So when subject noun equals object noun, you're gonna use be verb in Korean. It's not like English interpretation. I am Genevieve, right? Or for example, I am smart, right? We're not gonna say I equals smart. We're gonna use one verb to be smart, right? But if you were to say I am a smart person, I equals a smart person, then you can use be verb. So Korean be verb is a little different from English be verb, but when subject and object nouns are equal, then you can use this, but this one is exist. Yeah, or to have, or there is, there are, right? There are multiple ways to interpret 있다. So there is a word. There is word. But what kind of word? Confusing word. But always confusing word. When spring flowers are erupting, flower buzz like this. 헷갈리는 말이 있다, right? Okay, there are words. Maybe if you're referring to those two words, 봉우리 and 봉오리, yeah, maybe. My English is not as great as you wish to sometimes, so usually Rachel helps me out. Yeah, there are words. There are always confusing words. When spring flowers are erupting, flower buzz like this. So we can read together. 이렇게 봄꽃들이 몽우리를 터뜨릴 때. Pause. 늘 헷갈리는 말이 있다. Right? We got this. Okay. So now the second part. Can you all see this sentence? Okay. 망울만 맺히고 아직 피지 않은 꽃을. I didn't say 꽃을 or something like that, right? It's 꽃을 가리키는 말은 봉오리다. Can you guess what the main verb is? Quiz. What is the main verb here? 망울만 맺히고 아직 피지 않은 꽃을 가리키는 말은 봉오리다. Main verbs always go at the end of the sentence. Main verb always goes at the end of the sentence. 이다, like we talked about, this is after consonant. 다, after vowel. So technically this is B verb. So we know 봉오리 is object. Something is 봉오리. We're gonna get to it. 망울만 맺히고. We don't know if this is subject or object yet. Let's figure out this verb. 맺히다 verb. You can guess this is a verb because you see conjunction, right? What is 고? And. 봉오리 ends with vowel, so you could use 다. 봉오리다. So 맺히다. 맺히다, this is to be formed. Something is formed, right? So I'm gonna go with 망울 as subject. We wanna say something is formed. 망울. That's another word for flower bud. Like I mentioned, there are many words that mean the same thing. Flower bud, only, right? Man has meaning of only. You're gonna say noun only. English, only 망울. Korean, 망울 only. 망울만. So only flower buds are formed and 아직 피지 않는 꽃을. What is this part? You know, 아직, what's 아직? And 피지 않은 꽃. Still. Okay? It could be still or it could be yet. We figure out based on the context. 피지 않다. So you're gonna find 피다 verb because you can tell. This is negation after verb. That turned it into adjective, right? So something blooms, but it's not bloomed. Something's not bloomed. 피다. It's a bloom. Okay? So maybe yet because it's a negation, not yet. Hasn't bloomed yet, maybe. But describing 꽃. 꽃을. This is object particle, right? 을 is object particle. 꽃, flower. When you say this by itself, okay, 꽃, you don't say ch sound. You say as 꽃. Okay? If you pronounce ch, it sounds weird. I remember one of my students was pronouncing, 꽃, ch, sound. Sometimes it can be interpreted as, man's penis. Okay, so 꽃. Make sure if you just pronounce only this, it is D sound, 꽃. But together, 꽃을. Okay, so the flower that hasn't bloomed yet. But let's go with this one. The flower that only the flower buds are formed and hasn't actually bloomed yet, right? So I'm gonna go the whole thing as adjective clause. Just a little bit. What do you think? 꽃을, flower that only the flower buds are formed and hasn't actually bloomed yet. Okay? But we got through this part, but let's go with here. 가리키는 말은 꽃봉오리다. 봉오리다. 가리키는. Look up the verb 가리키다. 가리키다 has meaning of point. Okay? 너 어디서 가리켜? 손을 가리키다, you know? Sometimes we say 삿대질하다, like pointing at like somebody. It's kind of rude. In Korean culture, you never point to older people. It's really disrespectful when you use fingers to point at them. It's very disrespectful. So this one points what? Flowers, right? But think of it as referring words, right? So 말은, we know this is subject particle. So here in this sentence, what is the main subject? We already did main verb, main object. What is the main subject in this sentence? What is 봉오리? Anyone? You mean this? Flower buds? But flower buds, this part is related to 맺히다. 꽃 is related to 가리키다, refers flowers. The bud is the same thing, related to this. 말, that's right. The word is what? That's right, 가리키는 말. The word that refers flowers, but what kind of flowers? Only the flower buds are formed and hasn't actually bloomed is 봉오리. It's fun, right? So, referring flower words. The word that refers flowers is called 봉오리. But it describes what kind of flower is. So do you know what 봉오리 is now? Or your head is spinning right now? So we know that something came out, flower bud, but hasn't actually bloomed. That's 봉오리. Okay? So now, next one. Number 3. Can you all see that, right? 따라서 드디어 벚꽃이 봉오리를 터뜨렸다. It's actually hard for me to say that. 터뜨렸다. Quotation there. 또는 드디어 벚꽃이 꽃봉오리를 터뜨렸다고 하면 된다. So this is one sentence. What is the main verb? So you're not gonna find main verbs in the quotation, right? And main verbs always go at the end of the sentence. This is a textbook form. Sometimes you're gonna see N underneath. So you're gonna look up 되다. Okay? 되다. What is 되다? Has many different meaning. Become, to be okay, or 면 되다. In this case, I'm gonna go with can. You know? When it's 면 되다, can. Or 도 되다, may as permission. Okay? So can in this case is not about I can do it, you know, with the ability. I have legs, so maybe I can walk with my legs, right? Or I can speak Korean. That's the ability, right? This one is more like it's not necessarily with the ability per se. It's a very soft version of it's okay to do something. Yeah, possibility. Possibility can, yeah. So, how can I say this? 하다 verb. Okay, this is 하다. Okay, you may or you can what? 하다. You can either do or you can say. We don't know yet which one it is. I'm guessing it is say. You can say that. Audrey is not here, but I think I mentioned as French way to explain. This is que. Okay? Like that. In English. Connecting clauses. You can say that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? You can say that what? So this part is just therefore. Okay? Therefore, connecting from the previous sentence. Therefore, 드디어 벚꽃이 봉오리를 터뜨렸다. That's one sentence. Quotation. 드디어, finally. What is 벚꽃? We know this is subject because 이. We know also this is some kind of flower. 벚꽃. This is what you see in New York right now. Cherry blossom. We have that in Portuguese as well. Oh yeah? Cool. So, oh, you speak Portuguese, Carida? Wow. So, cherry blossom 봉오리를 터뜨렸다. So, cherry blossom 봉오리, we know what 봉오리 meant, right? We learned that. 터뜨렸다, erupted. That's how you're gonna use this word. Flower erupted this. Finally. Finally, right? So, 또는, what's 또는? This is one sentence. You can say 또는 after or 드디어, finally, we have the same thing. Literally the same subject, same verb. Object is just one syllable different. 꽃. You could also say add 꽃 here. 꽃봉오리. It's the same thing. 봉오리, 꽃봉오리, it's the same thing. Okay? So we learned what 봉오리 is. Okay? But we're gonna learn about 봉우리 now. It is confusing. Oh, did I mention the full sentence? Okay, therefore, you is omitted. You can say that this clause, this quotation, or this quotation. That's one way to include 꽃봉오리 or 봉오리 in phrases. So number 4. So 봉우리는, this is 우, not 오, right? 봉우리는 산에서 뾰족하게 높이 솟은 부분을 가리키는 말로 산봉우리와 같은 뜻이다. This is one sentence. 산의 제일 높은 봉우리에 올랐다처럼 쓰인다. There are two sentences in this number 4. 봉우리는, okay, we know this is subject. What is the main verb in this first sentence? What's the main verb? We see a lot of adjective verbs here, things like that. But don't get confused. Main verbs always go at the end. 이다, be verb, right? So in that case, 뜻 is object noun. It is the meaning. It's the meaning. Okay? When 이다 is used, most likely what comes before is object noun. Right? Something equals object. So let's start from here again. 산에서. Do you know 산? 등산 좋아하세요? Do you like climbing mountains? 산. mountain에서 location particle. I go with specific location particle on the mountain or at the mountain. 뾰족하게. Look up the verb 뾰족하다. 게 makes the verb into an adverb. Okay? Look up the verb 뾰족하다. It just sounds the way you hear. 뾰족. pointy. 이거 펜 너무 뾰족해요. It's pointy. 높이. 높이 솟은 부분을. Okay? high 솟다 verb into adjective, right? 솟다. Okay? How can I say 솟다 again? Number 4. Yeah, soar. 솟다. high. pointy. soared. 부분. What is 부분? 을 object particle. 부분. That part. Right? This part. 가리키는 말로. 가리키다 verb, like I said, we talked about it. 가리키다 with adjective ending. referring. 말로. Again, this is word. 로. I made a video about this specific ending in my channel. 로 or 으로. But 으로 is used after the syllable that ends with a consonant. 로 is used after a syllable that ends with a vowel. But how come this? It ends with a consonant. How come we don't say 말으로? Isn't it weird? This one ends with a consonant. But how come we don't say 말으로? Exception. When syllable ends with R, we go with 로. 기차로 by train, 비행기로, or 전철, that's train as in like a subway, 전철. Again, it ends with the same consonant, so we're gonna use 로, 전철로. We don't say 으로. So as the word that refers the high, okay, let's start from here. Pointy high sword part on the mountain. 산봉우리와 같은 뜻이다. 산봉우리. mountain. 봉우리와 같은. Make it into an adjective describing 뜻. 같다. What is 같다? To be same as. I'm gonna use this one as. Sometimes you can see this one as and or with. 너와 나는 학교에 가요. I go to school with you. Or you can say 너와 나는 학교에 가요. You and I go to school. In this case, same as. So what is the main subject here in this entire sentence? Then we see only one subject and it's not omitted. So 봉우리, that's the main subject. This word 봉우리 is the same meaning as 산봉우리, as the word that refers the pointy highest sword part on the mountain. Right? So I'm gonna use adjective clause. This part is referring the word. You agree? The word that refers the pointy highest sword part on the mountain. Okay, on top of the mountain, yeah. But each one word has that meaning, right? So you can interpret it the way you like. You understand that shape, right? Okay, so that is 봉우리. Do you remember 봉오리? This is a flower bud, right? We talked about it, right? 봉오리 is the flower that has the bud but hasn't bloomed yet. That's 봉오리. And 봉우리 is this part on the mountain. So there are two different meanings and two different words, but they're so similar that Korean people also make mistakes. You're not gonna say 꽃봉오리. So remember this. 봉오리, 꽃봉오리. And then 봉우리 and 산봉우리. So 꽃, 봉오리. So remember, just for now, remember this one is the same vowel, 꽃봉오리. And then this one, 산봉우리. Yeah, even while I'm explaining this, I'm like, oh my, it's so confusing. But 꽃봉오리. I don't think you're gonna see this in topic, right? Topic? I don't think they're gonna ask you this. This is just for fun. 봉오리와 달리 몽오리는 몽우리가 표준어다. Oh my god. 몽우리는 아직 피지 않은 어린 꽃봉오리를 지칭하는 말이다. This gets another layer of complexion. Just, heads up. 봉오리와 달리 dog flower. 봉오리와 달리 몽오리는 몽우리가 표준어다. This is like a tongue-twisting sentence. Can you say that? 봉오리와 달리 몽오리는 몽우리가 표준어다. Who wants to say it fast? challenge. 봉오리와 달리 몽오리는 몽오리가 표준어다. So what's the main verb here? Again, main verb goes at the end. 다. What is 다 again? Be verb after object that ends with a vowel. So be verb, right? So in that case, 표준어 is what? Object. What is 표준어? 서울에 살면 표준어를 써요. 저는 인천에서 태어났어요. 저는 한국에서 표준어를 써요. 아니, 지금도 표준어를 써요. 저는 한국의 표준어를 써요. 표준어 어 has meaning of language. 한국어, right? Korea language becomes Korean. 표준 has meaning of standard. Standard language. Something is standard language. We're gonna find out which one is the subject for that. Because it is confusing, this part. We see subject particle and another subject particle. Which one do you think is the subject that refer to standard language? Normally, when you see two subjects in one sentence, the first subject is 은는 and second subject is 이가. In this case, this is not really a subject. As for, 은는 particles, it's not only subject particles, but also they can be as for, as comparison particles. As for 몽오리, different from 봉오리. 몽오리, different from 봉오리. 몽오리 is standard language. Because they're saying, you remember? 꽃봉오리, O vowel, right? So we are told to use 꽃봉오리, right? But when it comes to 몽, this is not the standard language. Actually, this is the standard language. No idea why. Why not use 보다 to show comparison? 보다. 보다? Oh, you mean then? I mean, there are many ways to make comparison. But this is more like implied comparison. The other one, if you use 보다, 이것보다 저거, right? That is two distinctive comparison. But this is more like implied. Implied. It's not always the direct comparison. They're saying while 봉오리 and 봉우리 are different, 몽오리 and 몽우리 are same. 아니요. What they're saying is, actually, this article is confusing. I think confusing everyone. Even though you remember here, 꽃봉오리, this is the correct one. But since it's 오리, so you may think that, oh, it's flower, right? This is flower. So you're gonna say 몽오리. Oh, I want to use the same duck, right? But it actually not. So that's why they're saying different from this word. Technically, 몽우리, we, is standard language. 몽우리. Okay, so 몽우리는 아직 피지 않은 어린 꽃봉오리를 지칭하는 말이다. What is the main verb here? You know now. I meant blue. 이다, be verb. What is the object noun then? You guessed it. 말. It's the word, but we don't know the subject yet. Right? Let's start with 몽우리. 몽우리는 는 subject particle. 몽우리는 what? 아직 피지 않은 어린 꽃봉오리. This is negation adjective. Describe this. Okay, so technically 어린 is also verb adjective. So yet, 피다 we already talked about it. bloom. 지 않은, not bloomed adjective. But 어린. Look up the verb 어리다. This is also adjective describing 꽃봉오리. And 지칭하는 말이다. 지칭하다 is the same thing as 가리키다. Earlier we said 가리키는, right? Referring is the same thing. 네, young, that's right. 어리다. 너 어려. You're young, right? So we know 몽우리 is the word that refers 꽃봉오리. But what kind of 꽃봉오리? Young and hasn't bloomed yet. Young and hasn't bloomed yet. So how about we kind of draw something? Let's say, there is I don't mean to draw a hand. Actually, I was gonna draw a flower. Let's say like this, flower. But here inside, there is like a dot. It's kind of terrible. No, it's kind of terrible. So maybe like this is tulip. There is a 몽우리. I don't know. But hasn't bloomed yet. 봉오리 is closer than to bloom. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Earlier, 봉오리. 봉오리. 방울만 맺히고 피지 않다. So let's see, maybe there is stem, and sometimes there is some kind of circle before flower becomes, bloom. Maybe some kind of sprout, maybe. And then baby version of 봉오리 is 몽우리. Baby version. So it's not big enough. So baby version, wow, it's so big now. Okay, so let's say this is 꽃봉오리, right? this one, 꽃봉오리. And then this one is a baby version. This is 몽우리. What do you guys think? I feel like maybe it's something like that. It says 어린. It's young, right? So 몽우리 is young 꽃봉오리. And this is duck. Like bigger one is duck. 우리 is like us babies, maybe babies. Okay, so the last sentence after all the confusion, let's see. 따라서 나무에 불이 붙은 듯 개나리가 노랗게 몽우리를 터뜨렸다고 하면 된다. 따라서, therefore, quotation, right? We just don't translate this part yet. Let's go with go 하면 된다. It's the same structure, right? What is 하면 된다? 면 되다 and 하다 verb, right? Earlier we said 면 되다. Do you remember? You can say that, right? You can say that what? 나무에, what's 나무? 나무에 꽃이 펴요. 나무. It is tree. On the tree. 불이 붙은 듯. 불, what is 불? 이 subject particle. 붙다 verb. Verb adjective 듯. What is the verb adjective 듯? So on the tree, like fire is stick to, as if. This is as if. Okay, as if fire is stick to the tree. This is figurative speech, or let's say caught. The fire is caught on the tree. Is this literal meaning? Okay, we don't know yet, right? Fire can be caught on the tree, but not in this case technically. We're gonna see. 개나리가 노랗게 몽우리를 터뜨렸다. 개나리, what is 개나리? This is type of flower. It's very popular in South Korea. It is some kind of yellow flowers. 개나리. It says forsythia. Forsythia. Have you ever seen this before? It looks like this. Let me show you. This is a forsythia. It's very common to see in South Korea. So you see it everywhere. Do you see it? Okay. So that's everywhere, literally in South Korea. So 개나리가 노랗게, 노랗다, to be yellow with adjective, adverb. Sorry. How can you say yellow as an adverb? You just say yellow. Maybe. 몽우리를 터뜨렸다. We know 몽우리 is the baby. We know 몽우리 is the baby version of 꽃봉오리. 몽우리 is the baby version of 꽃봉오리. So this flower erupting baby version of 꽃봉오리, yellow, as if flower is caught on the tree. So is that the literal meaning? Fire. Sorry, I said flower. Fire is caught on tree. Is the literal meaning? There is a fire. Oh my god. No. It means there's so much flowers everywhere. Everywhere is 개나리. That's why it looks like, oh my god, there's fire. But there is no fire. It just flowers are everywhere. Do you get that? Right? So, 따라서 나무에 불이 붙은 듯 개나리가 노랗게 몽우리를 터뜨렸다고 하면 된다. You can say that as if fire is caught on tree. 개나리 is erupting. 몽우리, baby version of 꽃봉오리, yellow. Metaphorical speech, right? I see. So, to recap about what we studied today, this is the picture. We learned the mountain. Or maybe I go up all the way up. 몽우리. What is 몽우리? 몽우리 is baby version. Baby version of 꽃봉오리, right? This is 꽃봉오리. 몽우리 is baby version right here. And this one, 봉우리, is a mountain. Peak of the mountain. 산봉우리. Right? So, we learned 3 words that are very confusing today, which Korean native speakers also get confused. If you master these ones, you can actually teach other Korean native speakers. So did you guys enjoy this live streaming? It was a little different from other days that we study lyrics. It is a good practice because we get to learn about the full structure in Korean sentences. But we can continue doing this type of live streaming, or we can also go back to other types of live streaming as well. So as you know, I recommend you to request any type of content. You can leave them in the comment down below because I don't necessarily come back to watch all the live chat. So put it in the comment down below. And also, if you can just give thumbs up and also leave any kind of comments that what you learned from this live streaming, that it is super appreciated. Because the more comments you write, it helps the algorithm. That's what they say, algorithm to grow the channel. So I really appreciate all your support and joining the live today. And I see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. 안녕.